Hey, the Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my Bleach 474 chapter discussion. A big thought on this one. This is, like I said, it's. I know the last video I said I wasn't sure it was really gonna happen. I was just hoping it would be interesting, but I couldn't ask for anything better for what the scenario just happened here in this chapter. And the reason why is just it's a big conversation starter. It just has, again, this is what Bleach keeps doing. It has like a bunch of possibilities. So this opens up for the whole series to just become something greater than we all really even think, because what Ginjo was saying about the badge being able to take, it's taking Ichigo's power and stuff like that slowly, but it is and stuff like that. That's what made it seem like he was weaker. That's what everyone's saying now, and people are seeing that. I'm glad people are really seeing that. He was weaker at the Soul Society arc, and I was wondering why. Why did he get weaker? Because he needed to use Bankai all the time, and Winston got Bankai, and then the mask came and stuff like that. But you do realize if he stopped using that restriction, I wonder how strong he would really be then. Because that also starts a question too. Because I saw his comment on one of you guys' videos, is that he ended up being Kapachi with just his Shikai. So I mean, he was pretty powerful, and then all he had to do to beat Byakuya was just his Bankai. He didn't have to use his mask or anything like that. You know how it's crazy, because those are the two strongest captains, and he defeated both of them in that arc. So then that really makes you really think, like, how strong he really is. And Ginjo was saying, and then we got Ukitake. Ukitake apparently is the biggest villain and stuff. And I don't know why people are hating on this though. People shouldn't hate on this, because you gotta really think about this. He's like the first captain to be in the the Gohei 13 and stuff. He's the first captain besides that guy with the pink cloak on with the beard. Can't remember his name right now. But those two were like the first ones to be in there. So it makes perfect sense for someone that you wouldn't even possibly think that'd be bad. And not to mention, it could be a plan going on. This is why everyone wanted Ruka to do something. I said this in the last chapter thing, and Kaito Kid, it's a shout out already. Kaito Kid ended up saying something very, very interesting. He ended up saying that, because it's just Ukitake is in there, and Rukia is like the lieutenant or something of that, that same rank, because he's in that same group as as Ukitake. So maybe if Ruka is really taking over Rukia, then she's gonna like go back over there, try to convince him in some other kind of way, or try to get some intel on Ukitake. If it makes sense, you know what I mean? Maybe this is their plan the whole time. This is why they needed Ruka for this, and maybe she didn't really want to do this because she has like the biggest role in this whole plot that they're trying to do. And it just makes you wonder what is Ginjo's purpose? What exactly are they trying to do then? I mean, Ginjo apparently is one of the strongest ones out of all of the Fullbringers, because he's not necessarily a Fullbringer. He's also somewhat of a Shinigami, because he's a substitute Shinigami. He has the Shinigami powers, not to mention he took Ichigo's power, which made him even more powerful. And it makes you really think about this, because it's like really crazy, because all this stuff's happening, and you see Ukitake. That's why I see why Ukitake is the person to be chosen for this, because no one would have expected that. I like that plot twist. It was really good on Kubo's part. Now I'm not gonna give him too much credit until I see what else happens, but I was just thinking, because the thing is, why is what's his name, Kisuke coming over there? Because he wants to come over there. Why he didn't let Ishin come and stuff? Because you have to go stay there, but he's coming now all of a sudden. So I wonder what he's got to say. Because he's saying, he has to learn the truth at some point. So I'm really thinking Kisuke is working with Ginjo. This is my little plot I'm thinking here. I think Kisuke is working with Ginjo, and Aizen. I know we're going back to Aizen. This is a long plot twist that I think it starts from the beginning of Bleach that we don't even think. This is why. Just listen to me. So how Aizen and Kisuke, how Kisuke was the one that sealed him away and everything. I know he probably couldn't get killed, but maybe there was another method. Maybe you could have put him in an alternate dimension where he couldn't even get out or something. Because there is dimensions like that where that can happen. So maybe why didn't he do that instead of just letting him go back to society and get locked up like that? Because I'm pretty sure Kisuke could have found a way to have done something like that, because he's very smart. And the only way he could have done that was get someone. It's not even Ichigo. You get someone. Maybe Ginjo was one of the candidates for their little plot that they're trying to do. Now here's what I'm getting at. Maybe Kisuke and Aizen plotted, and Machine plotted something, some kind of little like treachery against Soul Society, because Soul Society isn't as perfect as we want to believe. So I think they're secretly plotting something, maybe to make something happen. I'm not sure what, but I'm not sure what Kisuke's plan is, but Aizen ended up veering off his plan. He didn't want to work with Kisuke anymore. Maybe that's why. So then maybe that's why he ended up getting the Hogyoku out of Rukia, because Kisuke, I think, is the one who could have put it in her. So maybe no one would find it, but he ended up finding out because he's a genius as well. So he ended up taking it and he wanted to make his own plan, because maybe Kisuke was saving that thing for some other purpose. Maybe there's some other purpose he was trying to use it for, to maybe power up something or do something to maybe get the Soul King. Maybe, I'm not sure, but that's why Aizen veered off, and so Kisuke didn't like that or anything like that, and he couldn't convince him anymore. And then Aizen, and the thing is, I think Kisuke and Aizen were planning on using Ishin's son. That's why Ishin's a part of this. I think Ishin, son Ichigo Kurosaki, was gonna get used for a plot twist, some kind of plot they're trying to make up, and so they needed him to get stronger. Over time, he got stronger and stronger, so they're trying to get him stronger and stronger. They noticed probably something about his power getting weaker, and so they had to train him a little bit more and stuff like that. And so when Aizen did that little plot twist to be leaving, he's gonna use this opportunity to get Ichigo maybe a little bit stronger, to then get him over there and start getting stronger and everything. Like I said, it's just like little thoughts, but this is what happens. And then so as it all goes on, Aizen ends up taking Hogyoku. He gets powerful and all that stuff. Aizen wanted to use his plan the whole time. Maybe Kisuke's plan is to get the Soul King, but he didn't like the way Kisuke's trying to do it, because he's trying to use Ichigo to do it, and he didn't want to do it anymore. So he wanted to do it himself. So he ended up powering himself up and getting stronger. So then Kisuke resorted to getting Ichigo to defeat Aizen, to seal him away, and maybe he can convince Aizen to try to do some other plan, or try to control him in a way to make him go do something. Because Aizen's still alive. He can come out any moment, and he is very powerful. But this little plot that can happen, it's something really vast, and it starts from the beginning, because Aizen knew about Ichigo from birth, before he was even alive. He knew about all this stuff, so it would make sense to why he was in this, and then like this whole plot I'm talking about would make sense to be a part of this. Like I said, I don't know what Kisuke's whole purpose is, and then Ginjo was there. I guess they just kicked him to the bucket because maybe he wasn't strong enough. Maybe there's a limit to what his powers can be, and so he couldn't do anymore. That's why they used Ishin, because remember, he is from before. Ginjo is older than Ichigo, so I'm just like, maybe this was going on, and then the representative badges and stuff like that. So they probably noticed that they're trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do with Ichigo's Raizatsu or anything like that, but they're taking it away, and maybe they're doing something with it. Maybe they're trying to power the Soul King, because we don't even know how strong the Soul King is, because we haven't seen him, and we never get to see him, and Ichigo beat him. Well, Aizen sealed him before we can even see it. Because maybe the preparation wasn't done yet. Until preparations are done to get Ichigo to that level, and so he's not restricted anymore or anything like that, then maybe Kisuke's plan will go into fruition to make this stuff happen. Because I don't know, it's just there's a lot of weird things that's going on, and I feel like, I think Kisuke and Aizen were working together at some point, and Ishin working together at some point. And this whole plot was just going on. Maybe this Bleach story isn't as simple as we all think it is. Maybe Kubo has something really vast and something really grand that's gonna happen in here. But I'm not gonna give Kubo any credit until I see some real trickery, some mind cravings. It's just a lot of things that can happen. There's a lot of possibilities. My story didn't make quite bit sense, because it's just so bundled up, and it goes into plot after after arc after arc after arc. Because basically the Roncar arc was Aizen's doing for trying to get to the Soul King. He needed some strong people to face and distract the Gohei 13, so he can be able to get enough time to get the Hogyoku to his rightful power and stuff like that. I think what's his name, Gin Ichimaru didn't like his plan. He wanted to work maybe for Kisuke. And that's why he ended up betraying him, and he just couldn't find the right moment to do it, because he was still with him, and he was the one that recruited him, so he was trying to find the right moment. And he tried to do it, and he saw he failed, But like I said, the whole thing is, I think Kisuke, Aizen, Ishin, even Ginjo might actually be the good guys, as the Gohei 13 might be just these bad people all of a sudden. And then now, what would that leave Rukia then? And where would that? And then if Rukia goes, that means where Rukia goes, Renji goes, And so then you're gonna have this like just whole big fight, and it's like I said, this is just a big possibility of things turning around, and just so much stuff that can happen. You know, I'm really curious if he's really gonna, if this is what's really happening, or he's just doing another Kubo troll and he's just not giving us anything, because there's a lot of plot holes in this story. But if he did something like this will fill in so many plot holes in the story. It'll make Bleach so credible. You know, people will be like, holy crap, Kubo, nice job. The only thing is, if he really is doing something like this is the biggest gamble I've ever seen manga artists do. Then, because you know he's letting his manga go down in value in a way, just so he can, you know, put out a story to be like this. But like I said, I'm not gonna give him Kubo any credit, because you know, for all we know, he could be just doing nothing. But you know, if you have any predictions, you know, leave a comment below and tell me what you think, because this is, you know, like I said, this is a big conversation starter, and I really wonder if Kisuke, Sheen, and Aizen were actually the good guys compared to the Go Ahead 13, where, you know, Ukitake is the bad guy, and all Go Ahead 13 is pretty bad and everything like that. You know, it's just there's a lot of weird stuff that can be going on. That's why I'm really wondering what's gonna happen. I'm just really excited about this chapter. So I did like this chapter. I did like how things went so far. I'm looking for the good possibilities. I'm hoping something good happens. So yeah, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. Like this little discussion, and you know, tell me about my little thoughts or stuff. We can talk about this. Let's talk about it. You know. So subscribe to my channel for some more Bleach discussion videos, because I will be doing them, because I know I'm going to probably do one next week, so I'm curious what's going to happen. Hopefully it's something good. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta Bleach 474 discussion video, and until then, break out.